Albert Wrightson was born in Dundalk, Maryland on October 27, 1948. Demonstrating a strong penchant for drawing from an early age, Wrightson was deeply influenced by the horror and science fiction films of the 1950s, as well as the works of illustrators like Frank Frazetta, Graham Ingalls, and the legendary EC Comics artists of the time. His early exposure to the works of Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft profoundly shaped his aesthetic, instilling in him a deep love for the Gothic and the grotesque. Wrightson's first professional work debuted in House of Mystery, issue 179, published by DC Comics in 1968. His distinctive style, characterized by its dark, eerie atmosphere and meticulous attention to detail, quickly distinguished him from his contemporaries. This early work served as a foundation for a prolific career in horror illustration. Wrightson's career reached new heights when he co-created the character Swamp Thing with writer Len Wein in 1971. The first issue of Swamp Thing, released in 1972, introduced readers to a tragic, monstrous hero, and Wrightson's art played a crucial role in setting the series' mood. His detailed line work and ability to convey emotion through his monstrous characters made Swamp Thing an instant classic, and the series became a defining work in his career. Wrightson's take on Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which came out in 1983, is one of his most famous works. It took him over 7 years to illustrate this gem, producing about 50 detailed pen and ink drawings that really captured the haunting beauty of the tragedy of Shelley's novel. His Frankenstein illustrations are considered some of the best in comic art history, showing off his incredible skill in creating atmosphere and emotion. Wrightson, a master of his craft, also collaborated with Stephen King, a giant in the world of modern horror literature. Their partnership gave birth to the works like Creepshow, a graphic novel adaptation of the horror film directed by George A. Romero in The Cycle of the Werewolf. Wrightson's illustrations, with their depth and terror, showcased his adaptability and talent in translating King's narratives into visual art, further solidifying his place in the world of horror. Bernie Wrightson is known for his intricate line work, dynamic compositions, and keen sense of light and shadow. His drawings are distinguished by meticulous detail, especially in rendering textures such as decaying flesh, monstrous forms, and Gothic architecture. Wrightson's use of cross-hatching and fine lines not only adds depth and complexity, but also sets his work apart from other comic artists. Wrightson was also a master of mood and atmosphere. His compositions often emphasize the eerie and the unsettling, using darkness and shadow to create a sense of dread. Whether illustrating a grotesque creature or a haunted landscape, Wrightson's art always conveyed a deep understanding of the horror genre's emotional and psychological aspects. Bernie Wrightson's impact on the horror genre in both comics and beyond is immeasurable. Countless artists and writers have drawn inspiration from his work, which is acclaimed for its profound emotional power and artistry. Wrightson's dedication to his craft and his ability to evoke fear and wonder through his art have rightfully placed him among the greatest horror illustrators of all time. Wrightson passed away on March 18th, 2017, but his legacy lives on through his art. The characters he brought to life, the worlds he created, and the horror he evoked remain influential in the ongoing evolution of the horror genre. From his early work in House of Mystery to his stunning illustrations for Frankenstein, Bernie Wrightson's contribution to horror comics is profound and enduring. Bernie Wrightson is known as the Master of the Macabre, or in most cases, Master of Horror, because of his exceptional artistry and deep understanding of the horror genre. His work continues to inspire and terrify, leaving a lasting impact on the world of horror. Wrightson's legacy is one of innovation, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of the perfect image. As both an artist and a storyteller, he has ensured that his work will continue to haunt and inspire for generations to come.